What's up, GH peeps? What's happening? It's your girl, Taweri Babes, coming at you with the late night review for Monday. That's right, folks. It is Monday, May 13th, 2024. I hope you guys had a good Monday. I had a pretty good Monday. I cannot complain. Yes, I'm trying to straighten out this dread. It's crazy. It's always sticking up like a little crazy person. Anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, an amazing weekend. I hope you guys, like I said, had a good Monday. For my moms out there, I hope you guys had an amazing Mother's Day and got to do what you wanted to do with whom you wanted to do as long as you wanted to do it. Whatever it was. I hope you had a good time relaxing and enjoying your day. For those out there who don't have your moms anymore, just know wherever and no matter where she is, you will always be your mama's baby. And I'm pretty sure she's looking from heaven down at you with love. I had an amazing day, guys. I got to spend it with my son doing some shopping. I got me some plants. Nikisha, you know me, girl. You know how we do, girl. Yeah, I had to get some collections. I had to add to my collection some cordyline because I just love the pinks in their tips of their in their leaves. But anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you guys did have an amazing weekend and the moms out there had an amazing Mother's Day. How was GHing for you guys? Any highs? Any lows? Any, oh my goodness, Carly, oh my goodness, Nina, oh my goodness, Willow, oh my goodness, Drew. I'm with Trina. I can feel that. I don't blame her. Those are just some of the things. I just wanted to throw that out there. Please leave your highlights and comments in the comment section. You guys know I love your highlights and comments. If it wasn't like 1 o'clock in the morning, I would be doing a comment section thing, and this is my fault. The reason why this is so late, I let my time just run past me today. I don't know why, but anyway, let's get into it, guys. Today's show starts off at the Metro Court, and we got Anna visiting Carly, and she's wondering why Carly took her butt to see Sexy Brennan in Pentonville. And Carly already, of course, got attitude talking about interrogation. And I'm like, this is where Donna gets that little tube from, the little hand on the head. And Anna just wants to know, why would she visit Zip Tie Guy? I want to know that too. Anna tells Carly something about Brennan being the former head of the Pikeman Security Group. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Anna, why are you feeding this child anything else? She don't need anything else. Carly don't need nothing else in her plate. She got enough, right? Carly brings up something about Anna accusing her of harboring a criminal last time, in the whole entire Jason thing. And Anna's quits right back at her, is like, girl, just because we didn't find him in your house does not mean you weren't harboring him. I'm like, well, it's true. And then she was like, you know what, Carly, I see that you're avoiding the question. Why aren't you answering my question? And when Carly asked, how did Anna even know she had visited Brennan, she's like, because there's a lot of eyes on him. And Carly's like, you talking about like the FBI? And I'm just like, ugh. And first of all, I do love Laura and Finola. The acting was phenomenal in this one. And we really got to see some of the arrogance of Carly. And Carly tells Anna about what she heard when she was eavesdropping. And I'm like, oh my girl, you just sinking yourself further and further. And mentions that Brennan didn't know anything about it. And I'm like, duh. That's because it was a secret. Girl, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's all. You know what? I was saying what the fuck during this whole entire conversation with Anna. Anna like, so you told Brennan then about Kate's too? And when Carly says, it wasn't like it was some deep dark secret. Girl, I almost fell over. I did. I almost fell over, guys. I was like, I'm done. She needs... I think somebody needs to check to see if somebody messing with Carly's meds too. I'm like, girl, you can be so naive. You can be so naive. And I'm like, girl, yes, it was a secret. What the hell? This is an investigation. And it's like, didn't you learn anything from being in the mob? Narrator. It is a fact that she didn't. And unfortunately, she will always get in her or someone else's way. When Anna asked Carly why on earth did she think that was a good idea, Carly was like, so I could see how he would react. I'm like, yeah, because you're in the FBI. Oh, no, no, no. Because you are CIA. No, no, no. Because you're a detective with the Port Charles Police. No, you're not that either. Maybe you're a private investigator. Oh, no, you're not that either. Girl, who the hell are you? And why the hell are you? And why the hell are you trying to find out anything? Carly, can't you be a mom? You just got your Metro Court back. Can't you just be happy? I wrote down, girl, who the fuck are you? That's what I wrote. She talking about she running her own investigation. Oh my, when she said that, I was like, I'm done. You run your own investigation, huh? Okay, Mrs. Rico charges. And I'll do, okay, so did y'all watch GH Sunday Shift? Did y'all watch it? Because I watched it, right? I ain't gonna front. When she said, okay, so saying that somebody is announcing who they are in the organization does not automatically put you in the line for RICO charges. And when Tracy broke that down from GH, I was like, you know what? She got a point there. Diane could have ate that charge up and spit it out in 22 seconds. 22 seconds. She would have played like it was a hard one to do. That all they have is Carly Corinthos saying that she's the head of Corinthos organization, but Carly's hands in nothing illegal other than that. So what is that? That does not get you automatically RICO charges. So I had to agree with GH Shift about that one. They were right. So I wrote, please someone get Carly ass right now. Just get that little cane and just get off the screen, girl. When Anna says she don't know why she's telling Carly this, all I had to say was, I asked myself the same question. Why are you telling Carly anything? You already said enough. She don't need any more information. Anna tells Carly about Brennan concealing his involvement with Pikeman, and that's how he was able to come after her. Her meaning Anna, which then Carly questions, and I'm like, girl, come on. I be defending you. Don't make me look bad, Carly. Do not make me look bad. I felt like I was in a grocery store with my mama. If you make me look bad in this store, I'm going to knock you out. If you make me look bad on this social as much as I be talking about everybody being. Oh, my gosh. And now I'm questioning Carly. I'm questioning her intelligence. And I see Joss in those lost eyes of hers like, yeah. This is where her and Jocelyn are really like spirit animals, okay? Anna then asked Carly, so how did Brennan know about John? Duh, because of Carly. Another Joss moment. Anna like, so you told him about John. So now you put the FBI, made the Pikeman alert about the FBI. And Carly's face is like, girl, you just brought down our investigation. When Carly asked Anna why should she trust her, that's when I thought to myself, this is why Jason should have been the one telling her this. I agree. I'm just telling you, reading my notes, guys. This is why Jason should be the one. I never understood why Jason didn't tell Carly this himself. The excuse that he made was dumb. It's like he didn't even know who Carly really is. Because if you knew who Carly really was, you would know that she would not behave. You needed Jason to be like, okay, I mean it this time, Carly. I mean, we can't. And he needs to start putting their friendship like, look, you're putting my life in jeopardy. I already put my life in the line for you. And you're putting my life in jeopardy more and dragging this out and making it worse. You're making it worse. Stay out of it. You keep this up, we can't be cool. We can't be cool. I'm not going to play this same game that I played with you before. You need to grow the hell up and stay in your lane. When Anna busts Carly out about eavesdropping, she lets her know that she's trying to help. Even if Carly is self-sabotaging every single thing. And when Anna mentions that Brenda could have killed her, Carly, like her ex-husband, tries to rewrite the history and says, Kill me. I didn't see any evidence of that. I'm like, girl, he has zip ties. What are you talking about? And it's like nobody walks around with zip ties, dude. Nobody. This girl, like, once again, she goes to the far reaches of the earth and says, isn't that out what our agents do? And I'm like, so now you're reaching because you know you effed up. You're reaching because you know. Carly, no. That's why she was saying all this idiotic crap. Because she knows she messed up. She knows that she should have shut her damn mouth and stayed herself out of it. She knows this. I wrote, Carly knows she was in the wrong. That's why she's getting defensive and shit. Anna lets her know, I never thought you were stupid or naive. But right now, girl, your stupidity is showing. Oh, I added that. Did I add that? I don't know. It just seemed perfect. She said, I never knew you to be stupid or naive. But right now, when Carly becomes defensive again, we all know that she knows the boat is sinking and she's just trying to go down with it now. She's like, I'm going to keep paddling. Even though I know I'm just paddling in circles, I'm going to keep paddling. Anna tells her to try to be as smart as she thinks she is and stay away from Brennan. Which to Carly meant challenge. I get to prove how not smart I am by running right back to Brennan again. And I'm dying because she ain't lying. And I was like, of course, this big old dummy like, she ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm about to go see him right now. I like zip ties. I like being held captive. It was interesting. It was intriguing. And I'm like, oh my God, can somebody on this show be a parent? Can you focus on your kids? Can you? No, you can't. Okay. And of course, Rugburn can't help but to eavesdrop as usual. I am so over her pettiness. I mean, it's like, it wasn't Drew's down, at this time while she's being petty with Carly about what she's doing, Drew's upstairs telling Willow some manipulative crap. And mentions Carly visiting friends behind bars. And I'm like, oh, you mean just like when she was visiting Drew behind bars, Mr. 45 Minutes, the one that, had the wall fun with? Carly don't have time for Nina. Nina apologizes and says that she is having the best day and doesn't want to ruin it yet. But she has time to go, ruin somebody else's. And I was like, please, just be gone, Nina. Just go away. Just go away. Just go the hell away. She then mentioned something about not taking shots at each other. And I'm like, girl, Carly ain't even thinking about you. That's the crazy thing about it. She comes out here with this, I just thought, that maybe we should just stop taking shots at each other. Carly ain't thinking about you, Nina. Carly ain't thinking about running into you. Carly ain't thinking about talking to you in the same building if she sees you. You are the only one. I feel like your obsession was never with Sonny. It was always about Carly. It was never about Sonny. It's not even about Willow. It's not even about Willow, guys. As much as she's my it's all about Carly. Because this is what she's doing right now. She just got her daughter and she still has time for this kind of tomfoolery. I'm so over her. I just wish she'd grow the fuck up. She then tells Carly that she was right about Sonny. If I would have listened, you would have, she said if she would have listened, she would have saved her some heartbreak. And she didn't listen to anyone about the situation. And all I gotta say is, yeah, Nina, you were wrong about Sonny. You fell in love with a fantasy. You slept with another woman's husband. You thought you could replace Carly, but you couldn't. You thought you could be the woman of the manor, but you couldn't. I think we all summed it out right there. She fell in love with an imaginary person. She fell in love with a person that was not real. Valentine was telling her the truth, and so was Ava. It might not have been cool what Ava was doing, but at least Ava was being honest with her. About that part. Nothing else but about that part. Nina says something about making amends with Drew, and I'm like, oh, so does amends mean intercourse? Is that what that means? You mean sexy wexy? Carly mentioned something about Drew being her employee, and I'm like, I don't think that's what Nina meant. That is very awkward. Carly tells Nina it's not easy to move past things, but necessary because she's moving on and she's not living in the past like you, who unfortunately can't help but to make gripes and snips every chance you get. And she's like, oh, I'm going to do better. She's not going to do better. She's not. It's a character default in her. We're going to run over to the Quartermaine house. Michael and Sasha catch up on her job as a chef. Okay, guys. This was a scene that we didn't need today. Didn't need at all. It was awkward and weird, but we're going to get into it, okay? Michael tells Sasha that everyone loves her cooking, especially the kiddos. And she's like, it's less stress. Oh, he says it's less stress. We have regular meals now. The family still has access to the kitchen. And Liv is not stressed out. So everybody's happy. But Michael is surprised that Sasha took the job. Excuse me. So are we, Michael. So are we. I don't know where the writers are going with this, but I hope they, as they're trying to get everything readjusted, I hope this story does not last long because I'm not for this. This is not what I know. Watching Sasha turn into the farm hand or the helping hand is not what I want. No, I don't want to see that. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And because of him, and Michael's surprised that she took the job because of them and her history. And I'm like, how long ago was that? Really, Paul? Really? Wait, anybody thinking about you? Sasha brings up the Quartermaine history with relationships, which is awful, and tells him that they probably don't even remember them being together. And I'm like, that's not true. They're the kings and queens of messiness. They remember. And then she mentioned something about him being jealous because she never cooked for him or something like that. And I'm like, once again, is this the conversation that we need to have? Mike feels bad that he did not create a golden parachute in her contract, so at least she could have left with her shares. And now you're a cook. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, Sasha could have been just fine if she would have got her money back from Sonny. And yes, already Sasha brings up this job. Being a cook brings her peace. And brings up how happy she's at the job and how being a cook brings her peace. And I'm like, there is no way they're going to sell us on this. There is no way. They might sell, I don't know. They might have sold some people. I don't know. But they haven't sold me. They have not sold me that Sasha is happy being a damn cook. They haven't sold me on that. I don't care. She's not even like a professional cook. She's not even like a cook. She's looking at, oh my God. She brings up the fact that Gladys took all her money, and Michael brings up the fact that him and Sonny would have gladly helped her out, at least until she got on her feet. And she's like, I would have never taken that from you. And I've longed to be a part of the family, a big family, so I could cook for them. So you long to be a chef maid chef? What? I don't know. I don't know. She longed for this, though. She longed for this. And I'm like, they can't convince me of this. I'm sorry. There's no convincing me that this is something that Sasha's dream job is. She tells Mike that she hopes that she did not make things awkward between Michael and Willow. I'm sorry, honey. Uncle Drew is doing that currently right now, and he was doing that the day before. Sasha brings up when she was being set up with those pills, when they was drugging her with those pills, and how crazy she was acting when she showed up at Willow's house, and how she thinks that maybe Willow doesn't even think she's safe to be around kids. And I'm like, girl, she ain't thinking about that. Michael lets Sasha know that him and Willow trust her and know that she was set up. And they hope that they're not making things awkward for her. And she's like, no, I just like being here. I like being the chef. I like working for the Quartermaine family. And I'm like, you do remember these people when you were dating Michael, right? They can't convince me, guys. They cannot convince me of this. This is one of the things that I'm just not, not feeling at all. But Sasha does let Michael know. And I'm guessing this is a nod to us that are complaining about, and saying that this is a step down for her. She lets him know that this is not a step down for her. And I'm like, yeah, just to all of us. It's not so down to her, but it's just to everybody else out on the outside. Sit down to us, yeah. She tells him that she loves watching people eat her food and how happy she tells Michael that she loves watching people eat and enjoy her food. And once again, if we would have seen like little tidbits of this working up to this would be believable. But it's not. It's just, I don't believe it. But she also gushes about how happy Willow and Michael are in hopes that she can find that for herself eventually. And that's when Cody walks in. He says something about looking for some yummy leftovers, and she walks away to get it. And Michael asks Cody, "So what's your intentions with Sasha?" And I'm like, really? Really? And I'm like, let's be real, that's basically what he was asking him, but... And did y'all think that was a little weird? Guys, I would like y'all opinion about... Actually, I'd like y'all opinion about this whole entire show. But did y'all think that was a little weird? That Michael was telling Cody how to, And I know Michael and Sasha didn't break up on bad terms, but... Yeah. Well, I guess they did break up in bad terms because she did kind of tell Michael that she was sleeping with Chase so that him and Willow could be forced to get married. But then, of course, they all found out that was not true. Michael says to Cody that he hopes he realizes how special Sasha is. And Cody says he does and makes a remark about her cooking. And Mike's like, well, dude, come on. Now I'm talking about Sasha. I want you to be serious. This is a serious conversation. And he says, yeah. And he says, yeah, I am serious when it comes to my job. And Michael brings up all the things that Sasha has been through, and I guess you forgot that... Oh. I wrote something. Okay. So Michael brings up all the things that Sasha has been through for these past couple of years, and I guess Michael has forgot that Cody helped her with the last biggest one. Cody was there to put his life on the line for her, his freedom on the line for her. He did everything to make it right for her. Now, I will bear in mind if Cody had been more honest about certain things, it probably wouldn't have dragged out so long, but at the same time, Cody did stick his neck out big time for Sasha. So I'm not sure where Michael was coming back, but maybe Michael is thinking about all that and dude, just be right to her. And Cody tells Mike that he will be as good to her as she allows him to be. Her being Sasha. And I wrote, and mind your business and watch your freaky uncle that's hitting on your wife and your mother-in-law, okay? For real, Michael, you worried about the wrong thing. You need to be looking at Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew hitting on Willow while he hitting on the mama too. So Sasha heats up some beef stew and asks Cody where Michael's at. And he says, oh, after he told me that I better be good to you. I'm like, Cody, get out of it. You know what? You came in as a swindling hustler. I can feel Michael on that. Even though he did risk himself out for him. And I don't know if Michael knows that it was all, because Cody didn't play his full hand at the beginning with the Sasha situation, the reason why it went on so long. Sasha's really forgiving, I'm gonna say that. Cody tells Sasha about Mike's warning, and Sasha tells Cody it's not Michael's job to make sure she's being well treated, it's hers, though she knows that Michael meant well. And he did mean well. They start to get really close in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh boy, no smoochy woochie in front of the kiddos. You remember what Liv said? No. And guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to see love in the kitchen over some hot grease. I don't want to see love in the kitchen over pancakes and waffles. I don't want to see love in the hay. We had that with Lucy and Scotty, and that didn't do anything for us. I really think they should have made, since we don't know what to do with Cody right now, since Matt's still out, I think they should have sent Matt and Sasha to his mama's horse ranch, and they should be working on that horse ranch. I think they should have taken advantage of the fact that Sasha was so good with horses, and that's something that Cody loves. I think this kitchen thing working for the Quartermaine is some complete just BS. This is the first thing I can look at the writers and say, what are you fucking doing? This is stupid. I mean, they were, don't y'all agree? He was talking about taking over, I think it was a horse ranch that was in his mom's name or something. I can't remember the name of that. I have to look it up. But Cody had the mind to do that with his money, and I'm like, so what's he doing with this? So what now? That's not happening. He's that. What happened to the money then? I mean, not the money he got from his father, because that's not happening. But he said he had enough to start to invest into the land his mom owned. So I'm like, that would have made more sense to me, guys. Is him and her venturing off and starting their own ranch thing. But this right here, them both working for the Quartermaine, is just no. I'm sorry. So we go to the Quartermaine stable, and before Cody's making eyes and lovely looks at Sasha in the kitchen, Cody tells Tracy that she has a good seat. Then me and her both almost was like, huh? No. Oh, okay. She said something about someone standing her up, and guess it was Gregory. Yuri takes Gregory. Okay, this was sweet, guys. Yuri takes Gregory on a trip around the lake, and they stop and catch the sunset while listening to Tchaikovsky, and they enjoy the peaceful moment. And I'm glad Greg could do that. I'm glad that he's having those type of moments, and it was so cool that they had Yuri was the one who kind of helped him with that and played the music so that it could relax Gregory. We didn't get to see Yuri though. That's kind of sucks. So Tracy tells Tracy's sorry that she missed it, and Greg tells her she would have enjoyed it. He would have enjoyed it even more if she was there. Aww. And this brought me back to why are they making this beautiful love story, and then they're making it a non-lasting one. Still don't know why they're making Tracy's only love interest a non-lasting one. I don't understand that at all. Cody says something about horse riding with Tracy to catch the sunset, and Gregory is like, I can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't do it. And I do like how protective Tracy is over Gregory, because you notice that when Cody was talking to him, she was giving him the eye, and then she would look at Gregory like, I got your back, right? Cody tells Gregory and Tracy a story about how he fell off the merry-go-round. And the moral of the story is reach for that brass ring. You may fall off, but you never know. They discuss the rehearsal dinner, and Tracy is not wanting to go. But Gregory insists and tells Tracy that. But Gregory insists, and Tracy says, in the words of the Bensonhurst Brigade, forget about it. Gregory wants Tracy there so that she can help him with his cues, that she can tell him when it's time to mark down the aisle, help him with the music cues and everything. He wants Tracy to be his fail-safe plan, and tells her the only thing that's meant to be is death and taxes, which I have to definitely agree with that. Tracy outright refuses while calling Gregory attractive. But eventually does agree to go to Conan Island and wonders what does one wear. And he says, I think something like a mermaid or something. And she's like... Ava's Art Gallery. Is this the last story? I think this is the last story. No, Aurora's the last story. Ava's Art Gallery. Stella is helping Trina stuff envelopes because so they can have movie night. And Stella has been working a 12-hour shift, and Trina's paying note to that, but knows what her great auntie is doing, and tells her that it's, this extra attention, this support is helping, and it is. It's working. Stella makes a dig at one of the paintings, the Ode to Duchamp. 15 grand, huh? Nah, pass. I agree. 15 grand for that? For some stairs? Yeah. Stella brings up that Trina's grandmother used to say a fool and his money is soon parted. And I thought she was talking about the art and somebody purchasing it. And no, she was just talking about Trina's granddaddy or great-granddaddy and how he used to always try to have all these quick get-rich schemes. They discuss Trina getting closure regarding Spencer, and now Stella just wants to take all the pain away from her great niece and to be a shoulder that she can lean on. And it's working. Trina is doing a lot better. You can see it in her face. That's when Jordan comes in, the Debbie Downer, talking about Laura reopening Heather's case. Jordan tells them that she isn't sure if Heather's case is going to be reopened, but wanted to give the family a heads up. Aunt Stella is rightfully upset and brings up how Heather had many victims, and she's lost count of all the victims, and one of them was including Trina. When Aunt Stella asks what the hell is going on, Jordan tells her about the metal poisoning. I'm like, if I hear one more time about this damn metal poisoning, I'm gonna just go. Trina like, wait, what? They're saying that her artificial hip made her crazy? Yes, girl. Yes, Trina. This is what they're trying to make us believe. This is the soup they want us to drink from. Stella brings up that she's heard about these cases before, but even with all that, Heather is a brutal killer, which Heather is. No lie. When Jordan brings up that some people think that this can explain Heather's crimes and mentions her boss, Laura, Trina's face is like, what? I was going to be her nanny. I'm so glad that they walking that back, obviously, because this is definitely going to look like it's going to cause some friction between Trina and Laura. Trina feels betrayed for her and Spencer, and Aunt Stella doesn't blame her. They discuss the political fire that would be unleashed if Laura goes through with this. And I can see that. And since nobody really wanted Laura to be the mayor in the first place, I can see that. Trina questions if Laura actually wants Heather to go free. I question the intelligence of Laura doing this. Period. When Jordan tells Trina not to jump to any conclusions because Laura is smart and sensitive, my thoughts is, well, Jordan, what the hell are you doing here telling them this then? Why didn't you just wait to make sure you knew the whole entire situation before you even approached it? Like, why didn't you just try to figure out what exactly Laura's trying to do before you get Trina and her family all upset? Jordan's like, the only question really is where does Heather belong while they sort out all her medical issues? In jail. She belongs in jail or hell, either or. I mean, they'll both take her. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so over this Heather getting out of jail crap. I can't wait for her to take Ace. When Aunt Stella mentioned something about mental and physical pain and all this stuff driving people to do and say crazy things, Trina wants none of that. None of that. And she's like, what about, I hear what you saying. And she almost like stepped apart like, I don't give a damn about being crazy. I don't give a damn about her pain. I don't give a damn about nothing. What about the victims? What about us? What about all the people she hurt? What about all the people she hurt? And let's talk about the victim she had before she had the so-called hip replacement. Trina don't even know about that, but we do. And why are we trying to understand this woman's psychology? We are not psychologists, okay? That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, man. This Aurora story was so cringy, guys. I don't... The whole Drew and Willow thing just gives me bad vibes all the way. Just really uncomfortable vibes, okay? So Nina is actually having second thoughts about Drew's handling of Willow. And I was like, finally you see that this way is not the way. This way is not the way. And of course, Drew is all about handling Willow, because what is wrong? I mean, is Drew mad at Michael? I mean, why is he doing this? And Drew doing this makes no sense to me. Makes none whatsoever. But now I get when he told Carly everything's going to be back to normal. I think that's what he was talking about, was Willow and Drew, Willow and Nina. And I'm like, really? Let's get to this though, and we can talk about this. When Willow walks in to see Nina there and makes a million reasons why they can do something different and reschedule, Drew should have let that go then. And I'm like, their plan, honestly, him and Nina's plan was corny as fuck from the beginning. And of course, Willow seen right through it. When Willow says for the umpteenth time that she's sure that Nina has something better to Drew, Drew should have honored her suggestion. But what does he do? Nope. We now have messy Drew. And I'm not sure what's worse, angry Drew or messy Drew. Both of them are pains in my ass. He did somewhat shave though. Y'all seen that? Or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know. And if I was Nina, I just would have walked out from the fact that Willow kept saying that she can leave. Like, I'm sitting here, so Nina's just going to have to sit here and keep hearing Willow like, I don't need her, I don't need her, I don't need her, I don't need her. And she's just sitting there getting kicked in the chest. So when Willow's first try on doing her video went real well, Nina is shocked when Willow asked for her opinion. And she's like, no, I really do want your opinion. And I'm like, why would you be shocked? That's why you're there. And Nina does make a valid point that Willow should be smiling more and show people that they can thrive after cancer. And she thanks Nina for her help. Willow tells Drew that it was a good idea to have Nina come in and sit with the video session, but then bust him out for setting her up with Nina when he asked, can Nina be more involved? I'm like, this dude right here, you don't even like her. You don't even like her. The only thing you like about her is sex. That's it. And if you sit here portraying and lying to Willow, saying that y'all getting along, that y'all the best friends, that's what pisses me off. He's portraying like he's okay with her. See, that's the thing about it. If he was being real with her, he wasn't even real with her when he was doing his fake apology to her. Drew is a manipulative motherfucker, boy. When Drew asks Willow, does she think he's setting... When Drew asked Willow, does she think he's setting her up, she should have said yes instead of all that other BS she was saying. She should have said, yes, you're setting me up. And all that, oh, but I know you're my friend and all that. No, you're setting me up. See, that's the thing about it. When he mentions that he would love for her and Nina to work things out, I think he should be more worried about working things out with Nina. And not what Nina and Willow's relationship should be about. And work on being a dad to Scout, because you suck at that too. He's sitting here worried about Nina and her daughter, and he need to be worried about him and his daughter. That's what he need to be worried about. Because have we seen him with Scout since then? Have we seen him do anything special with Scout? Scout's been going through all this stuff with Dante. Have we seen him spending any time with her since then? But he's too busy getting his fork and spoon in Nina and Willow's relationship. This is the most inappropriate crap I've ever. I'm sorry. I just gives me the heaves. He tries to convince her on this being just good business, and then says he would never hurt her, even though he got caught being conniving and manipulating. I would never hurt you, even though I just got caught lying and manipulating you. Isn't that hurting you? Isn't that hurting someone, Drew? When you mention, and when he mentions Willow's Nina being Willow's mother, clearly you could tell she wasn't comfortable with that word yet. But does it matter to him? No. When he brings up the fact of him getting past everything to work with Nina, he's completely forgetting that they still can't stand each other, and the only time they're friendly is when they're on the floor, the table, or the desk. That's the only time they're friendly. That's the only time they make sense, is when they're having sex. But he's trying to convince Willow that him and Nina are really working well together. He's forgetting the sexual part. And when Willow finds that out, oh, she's going to be so pissed at them both. And I wrote, I am so disgusted with Drew. And I cannot wait to see his ass off of this show. I am, guys. I am disgusted with Drew. I mean, it's bad enough we got Nina Petty Butt running around and other Petty Butts, but we don't need him. And they have completely ruined his character. I really feel like after today's show, he just, him rubbing on her hands and holding her hands and rubbing it, they're just ruining his character. I just don't know what's going on. Willow reminds him that Willow reminds him, Willow reminds Drew that even though she sees that he is able to forgive Nina and move past things, this is very hard for her. She brings up the many times Nina has let her down. And that's when it finally clicks into Drew. And he realizes that somewhat this is more personal for Willow than it is for him. Duh. You should have known that from the beginning. I mean, the only thing him and Nina share is a couple of minutes on the desk, floor, table, and wall. Nina and Willow share blood. And she's betrayed Willow way more times than she's ever betrayed Drew. She stabbed Willow in the back way more times than she's ever stabbed Drew. She stabbed Drew one time in the back over to Carly and the SEC. Willow, we can talk about, let's make it real quick. Shar. Nina and Shar. That was the first time. Nina, Shar, and, not Shar. Michael's court case for the kids. That was the third time. I mean, I don't have time to sit here. I'm not going to hate on Nina. It's not a Nina hate show. I'm just saying Drew was out of pocket for everything about this. And she has portrayed her more than once. Drew said something about Nina learning her lesson. I'm like, why? Because she's doing you? That's the lesson she's learning? That she's learning how to be under you now? Under your BS? To help you with your business? The business plan that you're basically stealing from everybody and concocting as you're going together. He stole the plan from Jordan. He got the rest of the plan from Curtis. And no, I'm sorry. And he stole Jordan and Nina gave him the plan, the idea for this business strategy. And Curtis gave him what to do with the gyms and all that other stuff. He's stealing it as he goes through. Admits that letting Nina in is a bigger risk for Willow than it is for him. And he then apologizes and tells her how he was manipulating the situation. But then doubles down on his manipulation and tells Willow that Nina is still at a business point good and he was happy to have her in the meeting. But brings up her being uncomfortable. And I'm like, oh my God, is he a narcissist? Is there... And I'm starting to wonder if the show is full of narcissistic people. I'm like, what is going on? Willow tells him she's going to think about. Of course, we know the show is going to have her doing it. She then tells him about the situation with Jason. And this is when I was just like, okay, Willow, now you can get on the boat with Drew and Nina and get on the boat and swim somewhere. Because I'm like, Willow, girl, that was between you and your husband. That right there. And she was looking all like she owed Drew that. Like she owed Drew that. First of all, Drew was not the only person, Willow, that went down there to get Diesel and bring her back. So all this Drew crap needs to stop. Because that's about to make me hurl for real. Okay? But then when she goes behind Michael's back and tells Drew about the Jason thing after Michael specifically told her not to say nothing, your loyalty is to your husband, Willow. Your husband. Not the man you're canoodling with, holding hands with. I put down that Willow is disloyal as fuck. And didn't he tell you not to say anything? I am so pissed with her. Is she going to tell Michael that she told Drew? Is she going to tell Michael that she told Drew about Jason? While she's sitting there feeling like she owes Drew something. Since she doesn't like keeping secrets anymore. And you remember, that was what her and Michael had promised. No more secrets, right? So I'm expecting Willow to go back home and tell Michael, well, I told Drew about Jason. And Michael's going to be a pussy and he's going to believe. He's going to just, okay. Oh, no. No, this one right here, She should know now, but that Drew and Jason are not that close. She should see that just by how the family's not. Drew and Jason are not. She had no reason and no obligation to tell Drew that. She's disloyal to her husband because her husband said not to do it. And there was no reason for her to do it. That wasn't hurting anybody. That's not hurting Drew. That's really not none of Drew's fucking business. And then he tells her, oh, your secret's safe for me, with me. As long as he can use it for his purpose, yeah. Yeah, Willow. I was right there. I was just like, well, maybe that's why they have Michael all up in Sasha's face. I don't know. And I wrote, Willow is disloyal to Michael. Second time. First time was with the cancer and now this. And I know I might be stretching it, but I don't feel like I am. What's between you and your husband is between y'all. And y'all alone. Willow was wrong as hell to do that. Willow was wrong as hell to do that. And in her face, I was like, girl, pick up your face. Because if Drew uses this against you, or uses it against Michael to hurt Michael, or Drew tells Nina and Nina uses it to hurt your family, then that shit's on you. That shit's on you. And Michael should dump your ass. And Michael's like, well, she didn't dump Michael. She didn't dump Michael when Michael kept that about Nina and all that other stuff. This is different. Willow keeps doing this stuff. It's like she feels like she owes Drew something. I mean, I almost feel like she's more loyal to Drew than she is to her own husband, and that's a problem. And if nobody can see that, then I don't know what's that. Then I don't think people know what marriage is. Marriage ain't 3 people; it's 2. 2 people. Michael asked Willow to keep that between him and her, him and her, and she didn't. She went and told Drew. Why? Why did she feel like she owed Drew that? In what way would this have helped Drew or hurt Drew? In no way whatsoever. So I'm over it. I may be tired too, guys. That might be it too. I'm going to wrap this up and end this show because I need to take my butt to bed. Thank you so much for hearing me rant and rave about my angst with Willow. I am so mad at her. I was looking at her like, girl, are you serious right now? There's no loyalty at all. I can't wait to hear her and Michael have this conversation. And like I said, his doofus ass is going to probably, okay. But he should be upset. Like, why would you tell him that? What business is that of his? How does this affect him? Why do you have this unhealthy allegiance to people like this? Yes, be nice. Yes, be kind. Yes, be respectful. But let's all remember, and a lot of you guys have been saying it, Drew was not the only person that risked his life to bring Liso back. It just seems like he's the only one getting credit for it, which is garbage. I'm going to wrap this up again, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just, that whole entire storyline made my stomach hurt really bad. Y'all have an amazing night, an amazing day tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow, Tuesday. Mwah. Be blessed.